Hi guys, so today we're going to be taking a look at Nail Career Education's acrylic system. So I know a ton of you have told me about this odorless monomer before, and so today that's our main focus. She actually reached out and asked if she could send it to me after seeing in one of my videos that I said something about the monomer smell, so I was truly very shocked about that. So let's just go through everything that she sent me. First off, of course, is the odorless monomer. This is a slow cure, odorless, low odor monomer, so I'm really excited about that. I know we all hate the monomer smell if you use acrylic, so definitely excited to give this a try. Next, we have these really cute acrylics. I think they're so cute in these little jars like that. Just very adorable, I think. And then we also have some refill bags, and I really like the bags so that you can just like refill your stuff, especially if you're like an actual professional nail tech. I imagine that this would just make it really easy to do. Next up, she did send me these full cover tips, which are her quick tips, and she sent me some in medium coffin and long stiletto. I couldn't decide if I wanted to use these with the acrylic or if I wanted to try to build a nail, so I asked you guys, and you guys want me to build a nail with just a regular half tip. So I will give these a try at some point, but not today. For my personal preference, the square ones are too short for me, but I will definitely use the long stiletto at some point. I also have the acrylic brush and file kit, so we have a brush to use with it. It is a number 8, as well as some really nice files that I'm really excited to use. I feel like it's such a small thing that gets me really excited, but I feel like good files make a huge difference when you're shaping. And lastly, we have the cuticle oil. Of course, I can never have too much cuticle oil. So I actually have my actual natural nails. I don't have a protective gel layer on right now. So let's get into trying everything out. So you actually get provided with a whole thing about what each file is best used for and what it's not best used for. So I'm going to use the coarse sanding sponge a little bit on my nails to prep, not a lot. My nails are always raggedy and pretty much always roughed up from constantly changing sets. They've been roughed up now, and I'm going to do some tips. This acrylic system is really geared towards beginners, and while I'm not necessarily an exact beginner, I have never worked with odorless monomer before, so it will be new to me and I will be a beginner at that. So I want to do a stiletto shape because that's what's easiest for me, and I'm just sizing everything out. And I'm going to just wipe off my nails with some swipe, get any dust, oil. There we go, all clean for the most part. I'm still going to use my dehydrator though, even though I did use the swipe. I am going to be keeping these on for a little bit longer than I usually do, so I want to make sure they stick. Something I forget to talk about a lot is the glue that I use. I use this Macart glue, and it's personally my favorite. I just know it always works for me and I never have an issue. Pitch the sides down, and voila. I feel like it's been a bit since we've done just some long acrylic nails, so I'm really excited, hoping that today it's a breeze, but we'll see. And then I am going to go in with the medium file and just shape up these tips a little bit better. Before we get into this, I do want to say that I did watch videos on how to use this, so I'm gonna do my absolute best. I watched videos and I talked to her, so I'm gonna do my best, okay? At the end of the day, I am a DIYer. So I have my dish, and I'm going to put some of this in there. Love that this is a dropper. Before I knew that you barely have to use as much with the odorless kind of monomer, I was like, oh, I feel like this would be not enough, but apparently it definitely should be. I feel like you can barely see that, how much I put in there. This is how much I put in there. So normally, definitely wouldn't just go out and sniff nail products, but it definitely does not smell like anything. Sitting here, I smell absolutely nothing. Like, you know, the second you open a regular monomer, the whole room just fills with it. I don't smell anything just sitting right here. If I put my nose really close up to it and smell it, it smells the same as like a gel polish would, just like really up close. This is a number 8 brush, so this is pretty much like one of the smallest sizes you would use to just in general, you know, build a nail. I do have it all prepped now. These little minis are so cute, and honestly, I did not draw out a design today, so it might be a little bit more chaotic than usual, but let's start with this color. Okay, I'm a little bit nervous, so I'm just going to dip my brush in, right? I do have just a tiny bit just because I feel like she stressed how much you like don't really need to use it, and I'm just like gonna kind of release any extra. And then you're going to want to hold it for quite a bit of time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we got our bead. So along with this monomer being low odor, it's also supposed to be slow curing so that you have a lot of time to work with it. Personally though, I know I've said this a lot of times before, I usually like when things set a lot quicker. When she told me that she likes my videos, I was honestly truly shocked because she's, you know, such a seasoned professional, and I feel like just the way that I operate in life is almost opposite of the way she does. But right now, so far, it's very easy to work with. I am going to add a little bit more monomer to my dish just because when I started, my brush was pretty much dry and it kind of had to like soak up everything. So I'm just gonna do like that. 4 more drops. So I mean, like, so far so good. This is definitely going a bit slower than I prefer. I think that is because of the brush though. It's just very small. But a good thing about a brush like this is that it's going to be a bit more difficult in general to just be really messy. I think I'm doing okay with my monomer to acrylic ratio. I feel like I keep getting off topic, but like I was saying, I just want to say that I am almost like pleasantly surprised that she reached out to me, or that, you know, she said she likes my videos. I think that's really amazing that she is such a seasoned and, you know, so highly regarded in her craft, but still is open to, you know, new things, like a lot more people doing their own nails and stuff like that. I feel like if you've been doing something for a really long time, it might be easy to, I don't know exactly the way to say it, I guess it could be easy to like not love that a bunch of, you know, like new people are coming in and kind of just doing it themselves. And I just want to say I think that's just so great and, you know, shows really her character for being so welcoming and inclusive, you know, into her community that she's been in for such a long time. Here is the nail so far. I feel like the structure is turning out good. Before I get too far along in the acrylic process, I need to decide on a nail design, and I was thinking what's coming up, you know, what's the season, and I think Coachella is this month. I've never been to Coachella. I'm not going to Coachella, but I think we should do some like Coachella Music Festival themed nails. Just because that seems fun, like why not? So I pulled out some of my Dumb Blonde glitters, and she even has a Coachella mix, which I thought was fun. So what I'm gonna do with all of this is very intentionally place glitters on the nail and encapsulate them. And I think it'll be a cute design. Dumb Blonde glitter does have so many different mixes, so I'm just gonna show you everything that I am going to pull from. A couple of these don't exactly have any labels for which collection they're from, but these are all the numbers and names. And then I think that these two that don't have a label are from one of the newer ones. So I'm really excited. I've really been meaning to use so many of these glitters for a while. For some of these, I'm really only wanting like 1 or 2 shapes of glitter. So I'm just pulling those out, and I also don't need a ton because I'm only doing one hand. Also, please don't worry about me wasting the glitter that I'm all pulling out, because obviously it'd be very hard to get it all back in its allotted bag. What I actually have, which I don't think I've shown before, is a box of all the glitter that I end up having left over that I can't really put back in where I got it out of, like this glitter. And it's just a big, you know, random glitter mix essentially. I love these aliens. I'm thinking for this kind of like a lot of flowers, butterflies, maybe a couple music notes. We have a rogue butterfly over here. I have a good but thin base on right now. So now let's put on some of the glitters. I'm gonna use this Bling It gel from Kira Sky, and we'll just do this in chunks since these are some larger nails. I'm just gonna do a little bit gel at the end, very, very, very thin, but start grabbing the glitter. Cool. Now I'm going to do the thing where we put a clear stamper, or you can also use plastic wrap just to smush the glitters down so that they don't hang off of the edge at all, because you can see that. That way we can have all of the glitter flush on the nail, make it easier to encapsulate, look better when it files. So if you've never seen this before, so I'm gonna turn on my lamp, push this down, and cure it. And this will make all of the glitters form to the nail and be flush. And like I said, I'm just gonna do thin layers. We've got to put one of these aliens on for sure. So I'm just opening the clear acrylic now, and I'm just putting it in this for now because I don't have any open jars. So it's going in a dish. Now I'm just going to do a little clear cap over everything. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So far, it's working all how it's supposed to, and trying to pick up just a little bit of the bigger beads with this because it is taking quite a bit of time, especially if you're doing a longer nail like me. It's gonna take you a while to do a full nail, so I'm gonna just try to be grabbing some bigger beads. It is looking really cute though. So one of the things I actually don't love about using the jelly stamper as opposed to actual like plastic or saran wrap to have the glitter lie down flat is I feel like sometimes the jelly stamper like pushes things out, which is why there's like this gap when I had put that there. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it kind of like pushes them, but then when I use the plastic, I feel like it all stays in place pretty well. But with the plastic, sometimes you do get like the ripples in the gel. So it's a trade-off. I'm gonna try to be more careful to put like, you know, stuff so that it actually stays in the middle. And I think I am laying my last bead. Here we are. I'm really trying to not go overboard and do them too thick. This seems pretty good. So let's do the other nails. And we are going to pretend that my thumb isn't going to last as long as the other ones because I forgot to put primer on it. Since we know what we're gonna do now as far as the design goes, I'm going to just put my little base layer of, I don't know what this color is exactly, but you know, this more nudie color on all of the nails. Just trying to work with gravity a little bit for this. This little brush is good for getting, you know, around your cuticle. I have my base on for the most part except for this one because it is no lie when it says slow drying. I thought it would be good and then I went to go get a snack and I don't know what I scraped it on, but I guess I'll find out later. So I feel like this is gonna be the funnest part where we're gonna just put the chunky glitters all over the nails. And I actually think I'm gonna try something just a slight bit different. I'm gonna try just putting them on at first with some nail glue, just for them to stick to initially. That does mean that we don't have all the time in the world though. That way they don't slide around whenever I try to smush them down, is my thought process. So pretty. I feel like it looks intentional and chaotic at the same time. Okay, now I'm basically just going to do the gel over parts that are sticking out so that we can smush them down. And I think that this will be a little bit better. They shouldn't slide anywhere. Let's see. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh no. Update. I accidentally split the jelly thing. That's really not very helpful. Okay, I'm back to using the plastic wrap. I just feel like it's so much smoother like that. I just feel like it actually works a lot better. You can make it really, really tight. Let's clear cap everything now. It's definitely getting a bit easier to work with and like estimate how much monomer and stuff to use now that I have done it a little bit. Feel like it's easy to make it a little runny, but I think I'm getting the ratios down now. And you really do have to hold your brush in the acrylic powder for quite a while, like definitely longer than what feels natural. I feel like they're turning out really cute and I'm really happy with so far, so let's just speed through some of the clear capping. Looking good. Now this does have a sticky layer that needs to be wiped off and it is sticky. I just went to go put some stuff away while everything was kind of, you know, drying and I felt like everything was kind of sticking to it. So I'm just using some Young Nails Swipe. We are all ready to be filed now. I feel like it was fairly easy to get a nice, you know, shape and stuff. So I think I'm gonna use my e-file for just a tiny bit and then take over and finish off with the other files that came sort of like with this kit. And I figure while I do some filing, I can sort of talk about how I feel about this stuff because when I was actually doing it, I feel like a lot of my focus was sort of on like the learning curve of doing it. And I feel like I have some more comments about it. So overall, for the odorless monomer, I really like it. I think my favorite thing about it being the odorless part. The only thing I personally don't like about it, and it's really a personal preference, is how slow it does cure. I find myself getting the acrylic into place and then thinking it was enough time to have it dry, and then I a few times ended up like scratching it because I went to go grab something and it was still not cured yet. Once I got the ratio down for monomer to acrylic, it was actually super easy to get a nice, like perfect consistency bead. I really got the hang of it towards the end and it made it super easy. So overall for the odorless monomer, I will definitely use again. The only difference that I noticed from when Susie shows it is that I actually used, I think, a lot more monomer than I feel like she showed that you have to use. That could be because in some of her videos that I watched, she really only did a finger or kind of like a demo. But in the video I had watched, she got like 34 beads or something like that out of a teaspoon or something like that. And for me, I think I used probably at least a couple teaspoons. That might be because it was longer, might be because I was, you know, learning a little bit, but I feel like it just went quicker than I thought so, but it's really not a big deal for me. I also thought that the brush was fine. I personally would go for a larger size because I do like to do my nails longer. I feel like it just took me so much longer using such a small size. But again, that's just more of like a personal preference sort of thing. So if you've been really wanting to do acrylic, but the monomer smell is like a huge deal breaker, some people can't use acrylic like in their apartment complex or around some people because it gives them headaches, or I mean, I don't know. The smell just is not great. I don't know anyone who likes it. And voila, here are the nails all shaped and buffed. They buffed out really nice, very smooth. So the only thing I noticed was I think that I may have done the tips a little too thin because they were still a little bendy, so I had to shorten them a little bit. I have a couple options that I want to do for these. I was thinking about rhinestones, then I was like, no, that would be too much. Then I was like, ooh, should I do some like waves? Like that's kind of popular right now. Then I was like, no, I don't want to cover any of the glitters. So I've come up with a couple different options. So first option being this hollow cat's eye gel. Here's what that looks like if you forget. It's much prettier once it's pushed around with the magnets. This next option I was thinking of was this gold liner gel. I was just thinking like how pretty it would be around the edges. Kind of like a frame, like a French tip, but not really like a whole thing, just, you know, a little bit. Or the same thing, but in like a neon green. Just because there's so many colors in this, I feel like that would also look really good. So I'm gonna wipe off my nail, make sure it's nice, dry, no oil or anything. I think I'm gonna try the holographic cat's eye first, just because I feel like that could be really cool. So I'm just gonna put it over the entire thing. We can always take it off if we don't like it. It doesn't stay in its like position until we cure it. And let's move it around and see if we can do like a cool like little wave or something like that. So let's move it away from the alien head so that the alien still shows. Can you guys see it moving? Ooh. I feel like it's not looking quite as cool as it could. Trying to just see if we can just get all of the magnetic pieces in one strip. Kind of like that. You guys, oh, you guys can see. Okay, I actually went and put a thicker layer on so that we can have a much stronger effect. So this big thick one sucks all of them to it, kind of. That's probably not the right term. And then this round one like pushes it, so then you could like, that makes sense. Okay, I tried that actually quite a few times and I feel like it just isn't looking good on this like shade. I feel like it's making the pink just sort of look like gray and cloudy. I feel like it's better to do the holographic stuff on a darker color or like a more solid color. Next, I'm gonna try the gold outline. Okay, what do we think? I kind of like the gold, but I know the green would look good too. We'll do a green on this one and see which one we like better. It's not really supposed to show very much more, just like if someone's actually looking at them. Probably like more like IRL. Okay, and there's the green, gold, green. I actually think I like the gold. I am shocked. Usually I always go for green, but we're gonna do gold this time. So I'm gonna cure the gold on this. And we will just finish everything up with this Anna Acrylics top coat. I feel like this is gonna look beautiful top coated, so I'm really excited to see all the glitter come to life. Okay, ready? Okay, that wasn't as exciting as I thought it was gonna be. Maybe this one will be a little more satisfying. A little bit. And then we're gonna cure. And here they are pretty much. We just gotta put some cuticle oil on. Pomegranate, wow, wow. Pomegranate lime. Can confirm it smells like pomegranate and lime. It smells really good actually. Here are the nails. I really like the little addition of this gold right here. I feel like it makes the like movement like extra fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think of this little Coachella design. If you've ever been to Coachella, how is it? We can all live vicariously through you. Also, let me know if you liked my design choice out of the 3 that I had proposed. Were you yelling at me, telling me to go with the holographic cat's eye? I'm sure some of you were, but thank you guys so much. Please make sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it. It helps me out a lot and I really appreciate it. And I will hopefully see you next time. Bye!